Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? We are out here in this very beautiful Dodge Demon, man. This thing's an absolute monster. Just straight burnouts, man. All day, every day. If you guys are tuning in today, we are back doing another build request. If you guys were tuned into our last couple of videos or yesterday's video, we were doing a track day video, new different type of style. Let me know if you guys enjoyed that or you want to see more builds like we're gonna do today, man. But either way, drop a request down in the comments section. Whether we're doing a track day video or a build video, we're still taking requests, man. So let me know which car you want to see get done on the channel. Before today's video, we can only have a request coming from one person in specific, man. Alec Lewis wants to see a Mustang GT all-wheel drive track monster. Now, the reason that this build stood out to me is that you don't typically see Mustang GTs or any Mustang for that matter with all-wheel drive drivetrains. Now, this is probably going to upset quite a few people, which is why I thought it would be kind of a clickbait thing, all-wheel drive Mustang. But we're going to try to make it legit. Now, we got the 2015 Mustang GT here to choose from. This one here is a Shelby GT500, another GT500, the Cobra R. Actually, it looks like really that's the only Mustang GT that we even have to choose from, man, which is okay because I was going to pick that Mustang anyways. I was expecting there to be like the 95 or at least another 90s model of GT there. But since this is the one right here, the 2015, pretty much brand new in my eyes, only a couple of years old at this point, we're going to jump up inside this bad boy and see if we can make this thing just a little bit sicker, man. So let's go ahead, buy this up. 93,000 credits. It's not cheap, man. It's not cheap for a Mustang, but we're not going to ask Forza any questions about that or why the G35 cost almost $100,000 either. You know, yeah, I'm not a designer. Maybe there's a special reason. Maybe there's something to do with the I don't know, the way that they had to make the game inside of the disc. They just couldn't make it that low, you know. It's like, no, it's too low. It's all right, the computer's not having it. So that's my theory anyways, but we're going to jump up inside of this bad boy today. Obviously, check out the engine swap options. Now, we do have a 5.9 liter V8 engine in there that we could swap in, but I'm going to stick with the 5 liter. I got a pretty good idea of what I want to do with this 5 liter, man. The 5 liter is a very rugged and it's tried, tested, and true. Let's just say that. Obviously, we're going to throw that all-wheel drive drivetrain in there, and I think that coupled with the V8 is definitely going to make this thing a track monster. We're also going to supercharge this thing, man. For 1,500 credits, it's really the best way to get the most power out of the engine as far as I'm concerned. Engine swaps in this game, a little bit pricey. Now, as far as that front lip goes, it's actually not too bad. And since we're going to go for a track monster, I think it'll only be appropriate. Now, we do have the Forza wing, or we can remove the wing altogether. I'm just going to leave the stock lip on there. I don't think it looks entirely terrible. Maybe a little, you know, a little bit less aggressive than what I would normally go with, but we're going to leave it on nonetheless. Obviously, sport tire compound, I'm a big fan. The race tire compound just really hasn't been working for me lately. If you guys have been watching my videos, you will know that, man. The race tire compound, those cars get a little bit slidey, a little bit slippery. Not sure if it's a heat issue or not, but just not working for me. Now, I'm going to skim through a few different wheel options here. Obviously, we're going to try to find something that I particularly think suits this car. I don't know. I have a little bit different taste than most people, but I don't know, man. Those look pretty good. We're going to skim through a few options. I'll let you guys know when I find something that I like. Now, to be honest, there's not too many wheels that I like more than the stock setup, but I'm going to go ahead with these Rotiform BLQs. To be honest, they're almost identical to what was on this car's stock, but we're actually going to be able to adjust the diameter. I'm going to go up to 20s just for the looks. These Mustangs have relatively big wheel arches, so with a 20 on there, it really fills the arch quite nicely. We're going to go ahead and install a race clutch up on here. I'm going to go ahead and drop a differential on here. That's going to give us full adjustability of the all-wheel drive system, as well as brakes. Now, it looks like the homologation gave us the brakes, and I'm gonna go ahead and slam this thing right to the ground. It just looks so nice, slam these Mustangs. Now as far as the engine goes, we're gonna do the obvious ricer setup, intake and exhaust. Say what? I'm gonna go ahead and get a little crazy since this is gonna be a track build. I like to have the high RPMs, really ring these things out. So we're gonna install cams as well as a supercharger. Now, I'm definitely not going to be able to use this in any type of Forza races without them taking some parts off of it. Forza and Forza Motorsport 7, very stingy with the type of mods you can use. I'm not exactly sure what the motive is behind that. They give you the ability to buy the car and soup it up, but as soon as you go to race with it, they're like, these mods aren't going to work for us, and then you have to take it all off. Essentially put it back to stock as far as the mods go. You still get to keep your visual customizations as far as like spoilers, you know, the tint, front lips and things like that, but everything else, they're just very much on the stingy side, let's just say that. So I'm going to skim through the manufacturer options. I was really digging this yellow here, especially with the black on the back bumper there. It's just, this thing, absolutely sick car. So we're going to go ahead, take care of that. I'm also going to tint the windows, and we're going to do a few different accent pieces here. Black, the wing right off of the bat, and then I'm also going to do a decal on the front bumper here. Just this little bottom valence. For some reason, I think it would be actually we could do the whole front. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Let's see if we can make this happen. And look half decent. If it looks like crap, I'm just not. Maybe something like this. Let's see, move that over. There we go. Now we're talking. Like, to be honest, it looks like a GTR right now. I'm a Nissan fan, so that's going to work for me. Let's go ahead and save that to the current car. So now that we got that all taken care of, we are just about ready to hit the road. I'm going to go ahead, obviously, hit up the free play section here. We're going to see if we can find a halfway decent track with a lot of space. This is a Mustang after all. It's known for driving off the track in an erratic manner most of the time. So we're going to see if we can keep this thing on the track for at least a few laps, hopefully. So with that being said, we're just about ready to see what an all-wheel drive supercharged Mustang 5.0 Mustang can do here. Now, I think really the thing that's going to really bring this car full force, I think, is going to be the braking setup. I'm not too sure if the brakes are going to be able to handle all the power that we threw at this car. As you can see, sliding off the track already. Weight reduction probably could have been an essential thing, but I wanted it to also be like the kind of track car that you take, you know, you drive it around daily driver, but then also, you know, on the weekends we're ripping it to the track and stuff like that. So we got the sport tires on here, not a race tire compound, but definitely managing quite well so far. Tapping that e-brake coming around these corners brings the back end out, and then the all-wheel drive just sends that car into a forward launch. A little bit of a straightaway here, it looks like. Gonna really open this thing up. Now, for those of you guys who have been bugging me to change my speedometer to miles per hour, it's still in miles per hour since I got this game. So that was about 170. Oh, and we put her into the tires. Not a scratch though, eh? You gotta love those tires, man. Just hauling ass though. As soon as you get on the gas, now we're hauling grass. As soon as you get on the gas, this thing's just gone, man. No rear spin. Like, I mean, I understand with a lot of cars it's a nostalgic sports car feel, but man, an all-wheel drive Mustang or Camaro or something like that, even a ZL1 or something, would really be a problem. Like, really just be an absolute monster, man. And I can appreciate that, you know, Ford's been building Mustangs. You know, they have the Focus RS and stuff, which is cool, but if they had just a V8 all-wheel drive, just absolute monster. You know what I mean? Kind of like what we built here. Even with just a 5-liter and an all-wheel drive setup, man, you know, you'd be pretty close to supercar territory. I'm pretty sure, man. As far as the handling and the dynamics of the car went. I mean, on paper, it should be close to a supercar. I don't know what these 5.0 Mustangs are putting out. Probably what, close to 400 horsepower. I mean, you know, you add a supercharger onto that and an all-wheel drive setup, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be on the toes of a lot of GTRs and Lamborghinis, man. I don't understand why, you know, even Infiniti, who has the G35 and now the G37, sure, you can get them in rear-wheel drive, but, you know, you can also get the all-wheel drive if you really feel like it, right? So I guess it's all a matter of preference and choice, but before we finish this race, don't pass the line. Oh, woo. Before we finish this race, I want to pull off here and take a little thumbnail for the end of the video, or for our YouTube, what do they call that? The thumbnail for YouTube, that's what it is. That was a close one, man. But as always, I want to say thank you guys for watching. I think we're probably going to put an end to this video. I'm looking at the time here. We're going on about 15 minutes unedited, so that should make a pretty good video. So as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button if you're not subscribed yet. Man, what are y'all waiting for, eh? But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to put an end to this one. I am your boy Denali, a.k.a. Don Squally. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, you fucking. Oh, my God.